what I'm saying? It's when the
Yeah,
majority.
I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to listen.
So they
I'm
don't agree with you, but they agree with me. That's what I'm telling you. That's why you.
yeah, yeah. You know, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop comparing the N word to she and he because that's offensive.
I won't. I won't.
Yeah, that's offensive. To
I,
actually to think. So if there's any,
if you're
listen, if if there's any minorities listening to this conversation, any African Americans, she just said that the N word and he she are the exact
I
same. So
posted a video about it. It's my newest video. I talk about this. Go leave a comment.
yeah,
I will buy this. I
it's
will die on
so
this bill. There was a time where
yeah.
people legitimately believed it was a fact that they were better than Black people, right? So if they believed that back then, that's why they had schools segregated. Because I've seen all these news clips of white women being like, "Well, I don't know if I want to desegregate schools because, like, I feel like it might affect my child's learning." So how is that not the same thing as saying like, "Oh, it's a biological fact that like you're this way"? It's like I don't know. To me, it seems like it's a very similar thing. It is
Yeah.
some transphobia. You're affecting a minority.
No, the N word and she and he are not the same thing.
They are because you're going on
Okay.
to gender someone. How is that not trying to be offensive? You're saying
No.
you're a he. You're a he. Well, how is that different from the people back in the day that were racist that would go, "You're an N word"? That's what you are.
Yeah. Do you want me? Are you gonna?
You're telling.
Are you gonna let me speak? Are you gonna let me speak? Because I can explain to you how it's different.
You have interrupted me so many times during this stream, and then when I do it once, you get on me. It is so annoying.
That is completely incorrect. You've been interrupting me the whole.
I'm not able to replay it, bud. But okay.
I would absolutely love for you to replay it. That would be great. The reason why it's different, the reason why you cannot compare the N word to she or he is simply because if you listen to what I'm saying, I don't actually even say the N word because you can't say it because it's so offensive, and it should be offensive because it's been used for hatred. I can say he and she all the time because it's never been used as an offensive word. You're choosing. You're interrupting me again.
Hatred.
You're interrupting me again.
Little bow that says, "Oh, I'm just stating a fact."
You're interrupting again.
Hatred. You're dancing in circles around it. Just call it what it is.
You're interrupting me again. So again, I can still say he and she. I can say those words. I will never say the N word because that word has actually been used to hate on people. So for you to corrupt that word and say that me being called a he or she, which is not an offensive the only time he or she became offensive,
which is offensive to you. To you.
Oh, interesting. Because you told me that cis wasn't offensive and it wasn't offensive to you.
But the majority of people agree with me that misgendering someone is offensive. That's why you'd get fired, right?
The majority of people agree with you? Do you have facts to back that up?
Look at all the videos we've seen.